Welcome back to In La Cocina, in the kitchen. I'm your host, Mike Gonzalez. We're back in the cookwithus.com kitchen, and we're cooking a wonderful dish, sopa tortilla, tortilla soup. It's a classic Mexican dish that we know that you're going to love. It's popular in the United States. It's popular in Mexico for a very good reason, because it has wonderful flavors. It's a chili-based soup. Let's see what's in the ingredients. Okay, we're going to start out with our chilies, and we have our Guajillo chilies here. And a lot of people ask me, Mike, are these hot chilies? And I say, no, these are mild chilies. They have a real earthy flavor. And the thing you want to look for in your chilies, too, is are they pliable? Are they flexible? Because if you get chilies that are really hard, this one is really hard, so we can throw this one out. So that was actually a good example. I'm glad I ran into that one. So you want to make sure they're pliable and flexible when you get them out of the bag. If they're not, just chuck them out. For our garnishes, we have our cilantro, our lime, our fresh avocados, which are also flavorful. We have our crema mexicana, which is another garnish that you can use. Not everybody likes the cream, but it's something that you can put on top for flavor. Also, we have our queso fresco, which if you had to compare it to a certain kind of cheese, it's like mozzarella. Maybe not in taste, but in texture. And it's really crumbly, so when you throw it on to your soup, it's going to melt. It's going to bring out that extra flavor that people like. Finally, our tortillas, which we've dried out for about 2 or 3 hours. And the reason that you want to dry them out, because when you fry them, it's going to make it much more crispy and easier to deal with. So we're ready to go. Let's start to cook. Okay, time to head over to our grill. We've got our Roma tomatoes, our quartered onions, our garlic cloves, which still have the skin on them, but you're going to see how easy it is to pop and peel. We've roasted all this stuff for about 15 minutes, and look at this tomato. It's nice and soft, just a little bit blistered. You don't want to overdo it because you're going to turn stuff into mush, but that's going to really bring the flavor out. As far as these garlic cloves go, look how easy it is. See how easy it is once you get those roasted to pop and peel, so good, and that's going to bring out all the flavor. All right, it's time to go over and seed our chilies. And this is a really simple process. First thing that you want to do is cut off the stem, because in the seeding process, it's just like what it sounds. You're taking the seeds out. You can do it a couple of ways, kind of work it out that way. The easiest way to get the seeds out is to what we call butterfly your chili. The reason we butterfly, because we make a couple wings here. Pretty easy stuff. Okay, our Guajillo chilies, they're soaking. We're going to soak them for about a minute or so. They're going to be nice and soft, and they're going to bring out that flavor. And the thing is, when we go through the blending process, you want to keep some of that, because perhaps, if you feel like you need a little bit of moisture in that blending process, that'll bring out a lot of flavor. You could throw about a tablespoon of oil into your pan. We're using peanut oil, but you can also use vegetable oil. Okay, now we're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to blend our ingredients. Okay, we've got all our ingredients blended up. Now we're ready to strain it into our pot. Get your strainer out. Ooh, and you can hear it simmer a little bit. We've strained all our ingredients. Now it's time to throw in our homemade chicken broth. And man, I wish you guys can smell it, because it smells so Mexicano. It smells so good. And this is the kind of dish when people walk into your house, they're going to go, oh my goodness, what are you cooking? And you're going to be able to tell them, I'm making tortilla soup. Okay, now it's time to fry our tortillas. We've got our tortillas on our tray here. We've got our scissors. We're going to cut them into strips. It's a really simple process. You want to make sure that they fit into your pan. We put a liberal amount of oil, and it's been heating up for us. And if you want to test how hot the oil is, you take one of these strips, real simple. Oh, okay, we're about ready to rock and roll here. And in order to make the process go faster, you can even double up on these if you want. So you don't have to be sitting here all day cutting tortillas. Okay, we're ready to start frying them. Okay, our tortillas are nice and crispy, so now we are ready to garnish our soup. I can't wait. We're going to come over here, put our fresh avocados. Oh man, I love avocados. When I was growing up in Miami, Florida, we had an avocado tree in our backyard. And these avocados, they grew like grapefruits. Hurricane Andrew blew them down in 1993. And that was one of the saddest moments for me in that hurricane, was to lose my avocado tree. It didn't matter what else I had, but those were the best avocados ever. Our cilantro, and I must admit, I am a cilantro freak. Love it. It just brings out the flavor for me. A little bit of lime to give yourself that added flavor. And also the crema. A lot of people love to put the crema on here because it kind of balances out, you know, some of that taste that'll come out, you know. And we're ready to rock and roll. We are ready to eat our tortilla soup, so let's go. Time to try our sopa de tortilla, our tortilla soup. Oh man, it looks so good. We've got our cilantro, our fresh avocados, our tortillas. Oh, so good. Let's try it with a little bit of lime. See what it does to the flavors. Let me make sure I get a little bit of a tortilla in there. Absolutely amazing, and not just because I cooked it, because I learned this recipe at cookwithus.com. And for more recipes just like this one, just log on to www.cookwithus.com, or you can log on to our website, thehispanicfoodnetwork.com, and just click on that Learn to Cook tab. We'll be right back after this.